Hello everybody, Johnny LaSalle, the Painter Man once again. And today, what do we have here? We have my truck. This is my truck. It's a Ford F-350. It's my pride and joy. It's a tool. It gets the work done, carries my things around. And usually I don't do videos of me painting vehicles, but in this case, since it's a flatbed, it's iron, it's metal, it's something that I can do. The reason why this truck is in this shop right now is because a drunk driver rear-ended my next-door neighbor's truck and drove it into the rear of my truck. All this here, this diamond plating was all damaged in the accident. It was quite violent, I should say the least. The drunk driver that morning ended up ruining 5 vehicles. I mean, a lot of money. A brand new 2020 Dodge Ram 2500 SLT was driven to the rear of my truck. It destroyed and bent the tow bar that I had on my truck, and pushed my truck into the rear of my 7x14 enclosed trailer. It didn't do any damage in the front because these tow hooks here, okay, actually it's what drove into the rear of the trailer. It pierced it. It pierced the metal on the trailer, which is also a diamond plating. And then this license plate holder is new. It's also new. That got damaged as well. And one of my fog lights also sustained damage. The light bulb, I guess, broke. Anyways, so making a long story short, since I'm doing this today, I'm going to give you a rundown of products that I'm using and methods of how to do something like this if you're doing this in a shop. You must do it in a shop. I don't recommend you do it outside. In many cases, the wind, the leaves, bugs will get all over this. I'm going to be painting this in a nice, shiny, high-gloss black. So you can imagine, this is not something you do outside. This is something you do in a shop. Okay, the products that I'm using for a primer, I used Kem Kromik by Sherwin Williams, B50 AZ6. It's a gray product. Okay, it's great for priming for black, or for red, or for blue, or for yellow. Okay, the reducer is what we use to thin out the paint. You don't have to thin this paint out too much, okay? But one thing that I do recommend, since I'm already in this product, you want to throw some Xylene on the top of that so that you don't start getting a skin, okay? In this process, I'm using my good old faithful Graco 490 MX2, Ultimate MX2, part of the MX family, okay? We all know about them. This one here is a residential and commercial, light commercial unit. It's perfect for this. What I'm using, I also have that little flexible hose, you know, the whip at the end of my gun here. I'm using a Rack X, and for a tip, I'm using a 210. Okay, 210 is going to give you a 4-inch fan, right? And I got it on a swivel. Why a swivel? Because sometimes getting underneath areas, it helps you out, especially under here, you see? All this is brand spanking new. Guys, always cover up all your wiring, okay? Your wiring harnesses, everything, cover everything. Okay, the little lights, see? These are the lights, LED lights that I have that go along, they're marker lights that go along my truck. Okay, you want to cover it with paper. I happen to have it's a wooden floor. It's made out of black walnut, very solid. It's hardwood, and it will last a long time as long as you treat it. So this is all metal, and I decided to go ahead and prime everything. And so what I'm going to be doing today, obviously, is just putting a finish coat on this. But you see, with a 4-inch fan, you don't get much of an overlap, you see. You can control it, all right? So, so this is what I'm doing. So here's my truck. See how I have nice rims? Yes, okay. So first you cover the floor, as I did, see? JLP, Johnny LaSalle Painting. And for your tires, go ahead and cover it up with a drop cloth. I also covered my cab, obviously, as you see here. I covered it up with a drop cloth. So let me show you where I'm at. Okay. So this is, I'm going to do a shout out to the owner of All Fab Fabrication Company in Pullman, Washington, East Washington, near the Idaho border with Moscow, Idaho. This business is located at the Airport Road, on Airport Road. It's right next to an airport, the regional airport here in Pullman. And they virtually can build you anything. You need roll cages, roll bars, tow gadgets. Like here, I'm doing the rear of my truck. This is all diamond plated. They can do that. They can fabricate you if you own rental property here around this area that caters to the students at Washington State University, or for that matter, Idaho State University. You need someone that can fabricate you something out of metal, handrails, or something like that. Feel free to consider Bill and his staff. They're wonderful people. It's family owned, and they do wonderful work. They do all the welding, all the fabricating, everything. I mean, everything he's done here. This is amazing to me. So what I can do in painting, he can do in welding and fabricating. And they're set up. They have a lift and everything in here. You could virtually lift up a whole truck, I'd say. So I gave you a rundown of the products used, which is mostly Sherwin Williams. Make sure you cover yourself. Go with the extra expense to cover yourself. This stuff is nasty. You must, please don't protect your lungs, okay? I'm all about protection. PPE, personal protection, okay? Mask, always wear a mask when you're spraying. I don't care if you're spraying latex. Water-based, that gets washed down, but not in your lungs, okay? You can't run a hose inside your lungs. Protect your lungs. So make sure that everything is sealed. Test your hosing prior to spraying, okay? Bring cleaning products, rags. Bring a strainer bag so you can strain your product. Something else that I use, that you must use, especially using this type of product, when it sits on the shelf, everything settles. You see, look, you want to use something to actually mix it up together, okay? So bring extension cords so you can have accessibility. In this case, I have a 25-foot hose. Actually, I think it's 50-foot hose. That's more than what I need. Okay? So thank you for viewing the Johnny LaSalle videos of how to do things. Every so often, you'll see me branch out and do something, right? I like to stir it up, do something that you don't expect me to do, and all of a sudden I throw it in. So I don't paint cars, but I can paint a flatbed if it's steel. If it's a car hauler, they have these 50-foot 3-car or 4-car haulers, right? I can do that. If you have a trailer that will haul a bulldozer or a front-end loader, rear-end loader, any type of machinery, if you have farming equipment, okay, I can paint that. It doesn't take much to do that. If anything, that's easier than painting a house, I'd say. You don't have to cover everything if it's out in the elements or in a garage, you know? So, okay, my friends, have a wonderful day. Stay safe, stay healthy, wear your masks. I know, we gotta wear them. All right, COVID is making a second and a third round. Now it's mutating into something else, and God knows what's coming, but it is what it is. Sickness is rolling around. So take care of yourself and your families. Be healthy. Okay? I wish you well. God bless you, and have a wonderful 2021. You take care. I'll talk to you soon, all right?